Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So I know it's been a while, so I have a new video for you guys today. I've decided I wanted to do a video on Blender because my game have been tripping. So since I just got back, as you can see, my house looked just like it was started before. It's just basic and boring, but yes. So I want to do a video on Blender. Just basically, if you want to start with your Instagram account for your Sims, there's two things you can go for if you want your picture to be to look nice and just good quality or whatever, good resolution. I think that's how you say it. For me, I use two things. I use the shader for my thumbnail. Sometimes I don't. I usually use Blender. But yeah, shader could be another option. Right now I'm using the Gshaders. It haven't finished load yet, but once it's done, you guys gonna see how just amazing it looks. There's a lot of different shader, but for me, I only use the Gshaders. I only know about the Gshaders, but I know there's a lot of amazing shaders you can choose from. But that's the one I have, the Gshaders. And my settings is not perfect. I did had to watch another YouTuber setting to get a decent setting, but I did F it up, so I ended up redoing the settings all over again just by testing. But yes, this is how it looks like once it download. Okay, once it finished loading, this is how it looks like. It looks really good. It looks way better than before. So the thing I noticed about this Gshaders is that if you use the game camera to take pictures, the Gshaders might don't show up. It's just your sim just gonna look normal as it would look in the game. So definitely use a screenshot. I have a screenshot on my laptop, so I don't have any worry. So if you don't have a screenshot, make sure you get one. I mean, you should have one in your PC, but yes, make sure to get a screenshot. So just you do your pose, whatever pose you got, do it. I don't know why my pose is not showing up. My poses haven't been showing up. I don't know why. Maybe have to do with the mod since I'm always having issues. But yes, just do your pose and take a screenshot, and that's how it's just gonna be. But if you have another way you take pictures with the Gshaders on, let me know, because like I need that. So as you can see, she still look like a baddie. So yeah, that's a way you can start with your IG. It's still gonna work out. It still look amazing. Another thing to use, the last thing I'm gonna say, is Blender. Blender, it can be kind of difficult, especially if you don't have the right PC. You will lag like crazy. I remember before I had my gaming PC, I was lagging crazy, so I just gave up on Blender. But if you have the right PC, definitely give Blender a try. Blender can take a while to load, but it depends how long you set your simples.
I won the hearts of millions, and now I'm ready to just shit my brains.
Yeah, so definitely you can give Blender a try. So there's that. So I'm gonna try to get onto Blender and show you guys how I render my sim. I'm just gonna show like a little basic way, since if you like just starting in Blender, maybe that can help. Very basic. So yeah, and I will give you guys a short video of me doing my normal rendering, the settings I use. So yeah, so right now I'm trying to dress my avatar, just something basic for the video. Doesn't have to be anything exciting, just a basic thing, okay? And definitely make sure you have like something under the dress because it depends what you're wearing. Sometimes in Blender things can start showing out of place, just make sure you just look okay. So, I think I'm done. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna look for little eyelashes in there, and I think I'm done. And once you're done, you're gonna place your sim to a place. You definitely have to do that. Sometimes you can just click there and click save, and it will work, but it don't always work. So you have to make sure it works 100%. So you're gonna click the lot and click play. So once you have your sim in a place, you can leave her anywhere, wherever you want to put her. It's up to you. So once you have her here, that's where you're gonna try to save your thingy. And so yes, I don't know why this lady popping on my screen. Every time I load my screen, she always here. Um, so yes, so once you click that, you click save as, and you click add save, add new save, and you can name it however you want. Sometimes I don't name it, I don't always name it, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna name it whatever, it doesn't matter, and you click OK. The naming is not really important. So once it's saved, you're gonna go to the main menu, and you're gonna click save and exit. So now I'm in the main menu, and now our thingy save, or file save thingy. So now you're gonna click on load your game, and you're gonna click on that little clip thing right here, and you're gonna look at the number at the end. For me, I don't do that, but if you want to make sure you get the right file, you definitely should. I usually look at the date that I saved the thing, or the time. If I know this is the last game that I save, then looking at the number at the end, it doesn't really matter to me. So now we're gonna go to TS4 Reaper, and you're gonna check off everything your avatar is. You can leave all of them check off, but it's easier when you just check whatever your avatar is, female, young adult. It's more easier to find, because when you have all of them check off, there's gonna be a lot of sims load. Some sims you never even recognized their name before. But yeah, so make sure you have it on the correct one. And make sure that your settings look like mine. I don't remember where I got my settings, but it's definitely from another YouTuber. So make sure your setting look like mine, otherwise it probably won't work. So yes, once your setting look like that, you gonna choose whatever you want. If you wanna click on all separate meshes, or all separate textures and meshes. Wait.
Hey, the brain got a poop. T-5 to the brain got a shit.
All separate meshes, or single texture and mesh. I would choose that instead of all separate meshes. So yeah, especially if you kind of new to this, but just do what I do, because I realized that I did select all separate meshes and texture, which is kind of not easy, but I do thing without thinking. So click on select, and you gonna look for your sim. So you gonna click on select, and you're gonna look for your sim by looking at the number at the end. Mine was 11, so I know this is it. I can also look at the date as well instead of the number at the end, or I can look at the time. that I saved it. Wait, was it 11? Yes, it was. Okay, so this is mine, and I'm gonna click on open. So once you're open your sim, there's gonna be some name popping at the side. I did forget to, there's gonna be some name, so you're gonna look for your sim name and you will click on it. So make sure everything is checked off, and I'm gonna look for my sim, and it's gonna say working. If it's say working, then it's loading. And another thing I want to tell you guys, it does take a bit of minute, actually almost hours, um but just be patient and it will load. It's just gonna take some time, but yes, if it's say working, it's working. Just wait for a couple of minutes and your sim will load. So my sim load. So as you can see, this is how it looked like. This is how it looks like. Everything is perfect. I'm just moving it around. That's how you move it. You don't really need to learn that since it doesn't matter, but that is how you move your avatar or rotate. So once we have everything, we gonna click on DAE. I think that's the only way it's gonna work, and select how you want to save your meshes. So we're gonna save on DAE, and it say working, and you're just gonna choose somewhere to save it. I'm gonna save it in a folder, and after that, after you find where to save it, you just click on save. And it should say saving. So once you have everything, you're just gonna click on Blender, and you're gonna try to open Blender, and we're gonna go to import, and we're gonna click on DAE, the first one, and we're gonna look for saved. I think that's where I saved it. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna click on import, import DAE, and this is how our sim gonna look. And to view it, you have to scroll with your middle mouse to view your sim. To turn your sim around, you have to click on the middle mouse to move it, to turn the screen around or your sim around. You can also click on these to turn the sim so you can view it a little much better, or you can click the middle of your mouse. It's up to you. And when you're doing that, make sure your sim is selected. Wait, no, your sim doesn't have to be selected to move it, like the screen or whatever. So mine gonna appear like that. I don't know why. I have been playing around with my settings, so that's probably why my Blender been acting up. But this is how you fix it if that's happened to you, which I doubt it. So yes, once that's checked off, you can also click the hand to move it better. The hand is really useful. Also the magnifying glass, also you can use that to view your sim as well. So this is how you turn it around with the middle of your mouse. You just clicked it and you move it around, and also that's how you view it as well. You scroll with the middle of your mouse, but to move it around, you just keep your hand in the middle of your mouse and just keep moving it around. So since I save everything separately because I don't know what the hell I was thinking, there is a really easy solution to that. You don't have to do the shading separately. So we gonna click on spectacular, color to spectacular, and we're gonna go to add and go to mix shader, and we're gonna put that in the middle and add BS to the last shader, and we're gonna go to add again, and we're gonna look for transparent, and we're gonna put BSDF to the first shader, and we're gonna click on alpha, and we're gonna put to fact. Now since we have that, we're gonna go to the ball on the side. It looked like a ball, and we're gonna change that to alpha hash, both of them. And as you can see, nothing is saving, nothing is showing, so that's completely fine because I've saved everything separately, which that's why. If you save one texture or whatever, it will not, everything will just, so yeah, everything will work. So once you select all this, you're gonna click on you're gonna click on Control L, and it's gonna show you link material. And to select all of them, you have to click on whatever you were shading, and you click on shift to select everything. And rendering engine, don't worry about that. So now we have everything. That is it. If you want a little more texture into it, just do what I'm doing, type the whatever you want, and then click on copy. We just copy the head, and we're gonna use the hand to bring the face down so we can see, and we're gonna change this to, I don't know what that says. So we're gonna scroll down, and we're gonna bring that up. Make sure to keep it under 50. I'm not sure what's gonna happen if it passed 50, but it's just a better quality. And make sure you change that white to black, and change the reduce to 1,000. Keep it under 2,000. So yes, as you can see, you can already see it different. And once you do that, you can bring down the roughness. So as you can see, a little bit highlighter is coming to the face. And also these right there, you can also play with them, but I will show you guys my settings at the almost at the end, how I this is a quick way to do it basically. So as you can see, the highlight, that's how you can add a highlighter to your body in Blender. So now so again, that's how you link the material. Again, you click on the head, and you click on select, and you click on Control L, and you link material. As you can see, now the whole body is highlighted. You can also bring the highlight down if you think it's too much, just by putting up the roughness, or put down the metallic. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. So this is how the body is looking. So now we're gonna add poses. So you're gonna split your screen. Again, I'm gonna show you guys how you split the screen. If you didn't see, you go to the side, and
hello, are you still awake out there?
You just bring it, and you go to non-linear, and you gonna click on control, wait, no, you're gonna click on the right side of your mouse, and no, you click on I, sorry, you click I, and you bring this, and you choose location and rotation. Next, we're gonna open Sims 4 Studio, and we're gonna click on that, and so we're gonna click open, and then we're gonna go to Pinterest. We're gonna look for some poses. You guys know I'm a Pinterest person, So I'm gonna go to Pinterest and look for some poses. You will also find some good poses on Tumblr as well, and just other places, not just Pinterest. But so yes. So once you find your poses, um, once you get in Pinterest, you can click whatever site you're using. You can type TS for poses, or you can type Sims for poses. So mine's still loading because my Wi-Fi is really low. I mean slow. So yeah. So I'm gonna type TS for poses, pose, whatever. Either of them work, and we're gonna click on enter, and you're gonna see some poses. You can choose whatever pose you want. So we're gonna open Sims 4 Studio, and we're gonna look for poses, and we're gonna open. It's the same way you would put any object into Blender, just a little slightly different. And you're gonna go to clip, and you're gonna choose the pose that you want, and you're gonna click on export rig, and you're gonna save it somewhere. Export and find somewhere to save it. So I'm gonna save it on my folder, and I'm gonna click on save. Rename it something that you gonna remember, or yes. And I'm gonna click on save, and it's gonna say exporting animation. So now this is done. You can either exit this out, or just I don't know. Oh, just I don't know how you say that, but yes. And go to the file and click on a pin, and you're gonna look for your pose, and we're gonna look for where our pose at, and we're gonna click on it, and we're gonna click a pin. We're gonna go to action and click a pin, and we're gonna click our pose and click a pin. So now we have our pose. We're gonna go to add and add action, and this is how the pose end up looking like. So because she, you know, her chest is like it's amazing. So this pose is not for her, so we're gonna try something else. So this one is okay. Just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna use this pose so I can show you guys. So your avatar should be posing, and now we're gonna look for a blender scene. Usually I would actually have my blender scene before I put my avatar into Blender, but since, you know, I started with my avatar, I thought it would be faster if I just keep going or whatever. I don't know. But to look for blender scene, you can type Sims 4 Blender, or you can even type CS4 Blender scene or Blender scene. Also on Tumblr, I think there's more Blender scene in Tumblr. But I'm using Pinterest right now. So I do have some sim scene on my pan in Pinterest, so you can check it out if you want to. So we gotta go to a pin, and we gotta look for a blender scene. Once you download your blender scene, we're gonna go to downloads. If that's where your blender scene downloaded, then that's where we're gonna go, and we're gonna look for the name of our blender scene. You download blender scene in Pinterest the same way you would download anything. So we're gonna look for a blender scene, and I'm just gonna pick any random, just something that is simple and basic, and we're gonna click a pen, and we're gonna go to object, and we're gonna click a pen, and we're gonna select everything. If you have more object than I do, then press click A to select all the objects. Oh my god, yes, all the objects is, you just click A and you click a pen, and everything should be selected. But since I don't have a lot of object, I can just do this. And everything should be here. So now this is our scene. Like I said, I want it to be something small and basic. um if you download a bigger scene, if you have a bigger scene, it might load, it might lag a little bit. Sometimes they lag, depends on your computer. So yes, so I'm trying to move her by trying to select by trying to select her meshes. The way I'm turning my screen around is by leaving pressing my finger in the middle mouse. You just press it while you're moving the screen around, and to view is just scrolling with your middle mouse. So I think this should be good. This should be good. So I'm gonna see how she looked like in the cycle. This is Eevee. I always render with cycle because it's just it just look more realistic, more shadows and more everything. So yeah, Eevee is also good too, but I rather render with cycle. But for now, I'm gonna click do it with this one because it's just more easier and less lag. So I'm gonna add some lights. As you see on cycle, it ended up being a little bit black, so I'm gonna add some lights, and I'm gonna try to bring it closer to her, and I'm gonna try to duplicate the lights just by pressing the left side of my mouse, and it should show you um, object duplicate. Again, we're gonna split the screen again, and this side we're gonna change to cycle just to see how the lights look. In the other side we're gonna leave it like that just so we can move easier. Like I said, and when you have it on cycle, it's really hard to move around or to see because it does get blurry every time you move the screen. So yeah, so I'm just gonna try to adjust the light by trying to bring down the um
I lost all hope today. I'm empty.
and I'm gonna try to change the color. You can change the color just by pressing the white and change whatever to whatever color you want. And I'm gonna go ahead and delete the camera because I like adding my own camera. Adding your own camera is the same way adding lights. You go to add and you go to camera. I think I'm gonna use this one. So I'm gonna split the screen once again, and I'm gonna go to view, and it's gonna show you where you camera at and how your picture gonna look like when you render it, what's gonna be captured. There is more simple video to of Blender, but yes, this is how I started. So yes, so I'm just trying to adjust the camera and just make it look a little bit perfect. So this is how I look like in cycle. As you can see, it looks good. So we're gonna play around with the simples. So you see your max simples is on 4,000. If you don't want your render to take 3 days or something, I suggest put this down. I usually put it to about 400 to get a really good quality. Like, it's all about the quality, but for the sake of the video, because I'm gonna want it to render faster so you guys can see how it end up. So I don't know, I'm thinking about put it to like really low, like 17 or something. So yes, it's not gonna look that it's not, you know, the graphic is not gonna be that good. But yes, if your rendering end up looking like this, it's okay. We can always fix it. As you can see, my sim is nowhere to be found. So it usually an issue with my blender, but if that's happened, so yeah. So we're just gonna click the rig and click on I to bring on location and rotation, and we're gonna go to nonlinear again, and we're gonna click on add. Yeah, you have to bring down the thingy and click on the eye and look for your pose, the same pose that you were using last time, and go back to the layout and click on render again, and your avatar should be showing, and there she is. So yes, so while this loading, I mean rendering, I swear to God. So while this rendering, I'm gonna go back to my main screen where I was working before. This is what I'm working with now. As you can see, look at the body, look at the highlight. Everything is, I don't know, look great, I would say. I'm gonna show you guys my setting, what I use to just make my skin look more realistic when it comes to highlighting. Like, I just want to make sure the highlight look like it part of the skin. So this is my highlights. This is my my settings. So yes, so this is what I use to make my skin, and this is how it ended up looking once I had render it. So yes, and this is how I create my scenes. These are some asset I downloaded. I think it's called the Bagapie, I think that's how you call it, assets modifier. So these assets, I just use them to create scenes with them, create my own scene. If you guys want a video on that, I'd be more likely to show you guys how to create your own scene, your own background, because it's always kind of hard to always um, find the scene that you're looking for. So yes, you can also use the cube as well. Is it cube or blocks? I don't know. You can also use this as well to create a scene. It's so simple. So yeah. This is how I remove the face. You just go to edit mode and click the last one, and you click on the face to just delete it, to just delete, so you will be able to see your sim. So so yeah, so I'm just turning yes, delete faces. So as you can see, there go my sim, and you can delete as many faces as you want. So that's how you make your own background, and there should be a lot of video of how to add wallpaper to your background and everything. So let me know if you guys want me to make a full video on that. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how it ended up looking. Yes, it is a little blurry as you can see because the simple was on 17, so it's not a shocking. So yes, this is how it ended up looking. So
so
so let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the scene I was doing, and I'm not sure if I should fast forward it or maybe if you guys want to pick up something out of it, but definitely I'm just gonna continue with it. I just think this would be a fun video. I haven't have any idea what video I should be posting yet, or I don't even know. I don't even know what's my channel about, but so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to continue with this. And also I have a no CC folder, not file, folder that I'm working on. So yes, and guys, it would mean a lot if you guys subscribe to my channel. I'm almost to 600 subscribers, which is insane. So definitely help you girl out, and I'll help you guys out. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you sleep through this video, I'm sorry, it is long and I hate making long video, but if you make it through the end, you are amazing. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I love you loads. Bye.
uh